welcome legacy builders to the page. Well, today we have something interesting for you. Can you guess who is the broke college student and who's the millionaire? Yep, there's a millionaire amongst these college kids. And I don't know how long it's been since you've been in college, or maybe you're in college now. But generally speaking, we don't have many millionaires in college. It's like broke city, okay? You are eating ramen noodles, hoping somebody fixes a grilled cheese sandwich in the dorm so you can eat. Have you been there? I know I have. Well, these college students, some of them are there, and one of them, he's a millionaire. So let's see if you can guess.
I'm broke.
I'm broke.
I'm broke.
I'm broke.
I am broke.
I'm broke.
I am broke.
What do you think? First appearance. First impression.
Hi guys, my name is Faith. I work part-time in sales and I'm currently enrolled in Saddleback and OCC.
My name's Omar. I go to San Diego City and I'm unemployed.
My name's Lily. I work at Disneyland and I currently go to Santa Ana College, but I'm transferring to Cal State Fullerton next semester.
My name is Matisse and I work as a student worker at a camera rental shop and I go to Chapman University.
My name is Austin, and I'm currently unemployed, and I will be attending UCLA in the fall.
We got two
I'm Fiona.
unemployed. How are they
I
making it?
go to San Jose State and I'm a host.
I'm Alejandro. I'm a tutor, swim instructor, and store manager, and I go to Santa Monica College.
He got
Right off the bat,
two
I
or three
did think
jobs.
Omar looked a little suspicious just because of what he was wearing. I didn't want to like stereotype or anything, but like he was a little flashy, like with the jewelry and the shirt, and it was just giving millionaire, I guess.
I have a quick question for you. You said you're going to be attending UCLA this fall?
Yeah.
So does that make you 18 or so?
No, I'm 23. Late start.
Gotcha.
What'd you do before?
I did commercial HVAC for a little bit.
The heck is that?
I was gonna say.
So like AC systems, I helped
money?
install
We
for
love
like
those.
grocery stores, stuff like that.
Faith, quick question. You said you started late. What did you do during those 5 years you took off?
I just worked full time. I was
okay.
never really much of a school person. I always liked to work, and so I didn't really see the value in like putting money into schooling that I wasn't sure what I was going to do with. So now that I'm an adult, I figured I'd get it all together now.
She's still figuring it out.
Alejandro,
Not there yet.
he was very vocal, like right off the
What do you
bat,
think?
asking a lot of questions, answering a lot of questions, and I was like, a little scripted almost.
What does broke mean to you?
To
Like,
me, it
what
means
kinda-
negative money.
Yeah, I think just negative money.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Income
doesn't know
doesn't
what
match
broke
outcome.
means.
Because I'm from the East Coast and then like I have a lot of West Coast friends now, but there's like a difference between East Coast broke and West Coast broke from what I see. East Coast broke means you literally have less than enough to go and eat out with. And then West Coast broke is like, I have just enough to cover my things and maybe eat
at
out
home.
once or twice a week.
That's
to
what
hang
credit
out
cards
with the
What about
homies.
y'all?
Yeah, I'm definitely East Coast broke.
I'm from Colorado, which is, I guess, kind of Midwest, kind of West Coast. So I wasn't totally sure if that was true or not. I feel like Midwest broke is like trailers and stuff like that, so it's a little bit different too.
How much do you pay for rent?
So I live alone.
It's
I
subjective to
left
where
right
you
after high
stay
school
in this
because I had
country
an
or
abusive
just
household, and so now I live in my first ever
worldwide,
studio
right?
apartment on my own, and I pay roughly around $1,500 a month. Obviously, give or
Where?
take utilities in Culver City.
I'm assuming that's why you have 3 jobs, right?
Yeah.
How do you manage 3 jobs
Is that a
with
lot?
school?
$1,500.
The great thing about community
for
college is online
student
classes.
pay.
Also, all my
Right.
jobs, one of them is I tutor, and so that's on my own time. I do swim
My
lessons on
opinion,
the,
that's
on the
like a
weekends,
mortgage
and then I
payment. What do
do
you
my
guys
store
think?
manager Monday through Friday. And so I'm gonna make it work, and at the end of the day, you have to if you're living alone. Did you say you live alone?
I couch surf with the homies.
Do you pay them at all, or you just like fully
I help
couch
out with
surf?
like other things and stuff like that whenever I can. I mean,
I was like, what are you doing with your free time? Because shouldn't you be making money to pay for your college? And the way they said it was so casual. I was like, okay, where's your watch from?
my watch, this is
It looks flashy.
Get that
I got it from my old previous jobs. It was kind of like, I used to be a salesman, and it's like a family heirloom from my dad and my grandfather.
What brand is it?
It's a tag.
The second that he did a gesture where he was looking down at the watch, I like saw it and I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. That can't be something that just like a salesperson has.
How do you pay for stuff with no
Family
job?
has enough to give
Well,
you a family
I'm
heirloom.
25, so
Like, you're
I had a long
adult
time to
college
save up money. I
Make
live
time that
purely off of
family
financial aid,
heirloom.
and I have like the Pell Grant and the Cal Grant, full loans, subsidized, unsubsidized. Plus, I'm also a veteran, so I get those benefits to help
Okay.
pay for that kind of stuff. So
Millionaire veteran.
I wish.
What are your thoughts?
It was
So
giving
far.
rehearsed.
Honestly, when I stepped into the box, I meant to take off my watch. I wasn't really surprised that I was the first one voted out.
How much do we make each month?
Like $850?
Are you working at Disneyland?
Yes.
How many hours do you work?
I only work like
I don't know, do y'all
maybe
agree?
20 hours, if that.
A week or in the month?
No, in a week.
I make about like $750 after taxes, and I work 12 hours, and then like on the weeks that I pick up an extra shift, like 16.
Wait, you nodded. You said you're unemployed.
Yeah.
So what do you do all like?
I make like maybe $100 a
Okay,
month
what
on
do you do all day?
TikTok Shop.
As soon as he said TikTok shop, I fully was like, this person is like a full-on influencer. There's no way. Like,
It's
You sell stuff?
Yeah, you earn commission making videos,
TikTok
like selling
Shop.
things.
What are some
Okay.
stuff that you've...
Streams of income,
Right
y'all.
now I have like a scale.
Yeah, check that
My
out.
top seller is like a car vanity mirror and a cat toy because I have
So you
4
just
cats.
make a video of it and then you link it on your account,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
and then you get commission.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's definitely a passion, and I haven't made a lot, no, but I haven't really done it
So you just make a
consistently
video
either.
of
I know
an
there's
item.
a lot of money in it, but I haven't stuck to it.
It varies for me. So I make roughly 3,000 after my rent and everything's taken out, food, my gas. I'm left with usually around 800 to 1,000, which I then save into my high yield savings account and then my Roth IRA, which I just hit 1,000 on both. So I'm really proud of that since this is the first time in my life I've ever actually had savings. So
You're 19.
Savings?
yes, yeah.
You have a savings account?
Yeah, I'm really interested in just like finance. I'm really into credit cards. I'm
That's a
really
good
into all
thing.
that stuff.
I make around 1,000 a month, inclling side tips that I get, and I work about 20 hours a week. I also do
But you
DoorDash
said the savings
occasionally,
account, you
depending
probably not
on
in there.
like the week and
He
what I'm
has an
doing.
investment.
yeah, I make 16 an hour, but because it's work study, there's a 20-hour like cap on the week. But they don't take taxes out at the end of the day.
Oh,
So it's like,
sick.
yeah, so it kind of like evens out. And then I have like bills and stuff to pay too, so.
I study a lot. For school, of course, but also for self-improvement. For that, I use the Nectar app.
People who live with their parents, do you live with both parents?
Yes, I do.
Just one.
Just one parent?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then 2 siblings? Yeah, 2 siblings.
and 2 siblings.
How did you not?
A lot of animals.
house?
No.
Okay. Size of like the house that you grew up in, like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms?
So, I mean, my childhood home is
Style and substance.
Y'all.
In the GMC Sierra,
How big is her childhood
6
home?
bedrooms.
Damn.
Miss Girl. 6 bedrooms? That's
6
a lot of
bedrooms.
rooms. A
That's
lot of
like a
furniture too.
mansion.
Furniture is so expensive, so I'm like, all of it was like, whoa. How many siblings?
Millionaire.
I have 2 siblings. They're half siblings, but they're like old.
Did they go to college?
Yes.
So your parents were comfortable with having multiple children and paying for their college?
Yeah.
Are they paying for your college?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, if you're a millionaire, it's possible that you didn't, but I feel like if you grew up with money, then you're most likely to stay with money. So that was a little bit of a
She
red
could
flag for
definitely
me.
be the
And you work,
millionaire.
correct?
Yes, I'm working part-time.
So most of the money that you make is for yourself?
Yes, they pay for my classes, but like I pay for my car insurance, my car payment, my phone bill.
So you have bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said I could move home if I went back to school, which
I see. Okay.
it was like I had to.
So they don't like fully fund everything for
No.
you, right? Okay.
I'm a big kid now, so.
Do you guys drive, and what car do you drive?
I use my mom's VW Bug.
I drive a
not everything.
2011 Hyundai Sonata.
So
I got it
maybe she
used
does
for $5,000 that I saved up in
Maybe
high
they're
school,
trying to
and my
do
mom
it.
helped me pay for that. Well, she helped like pay a lot of it.
What about you? I feel like you haven't answered anything. in a
I've
couple
answered a lot.
questions.
What do you mean? Okay, I do drive a newer car. It's a 2022 Camry.
Those
I was
are-
able to buy it because my dad gave me his old truck when he bought a new one, and I sold that and used that as the down payment. I can only afford the monthly payments because I put everything on my credit card, and that's the only thing that comes out of my checking.
How many credit cards do you have?
2, 3.
Are they maxed out?
One of them's about to be.
I drive a 2010 Camry, but I used my mom's car to come here today because I didn't want to use my car because it's like
The Lamborghini.
Yeah, I just drive a 2024 Nissan. Unfortunately, I did have to get a new car because I had a Ford before that, found on roadside dead for a reason. It blew up, so
It blew up.
yeah, the engine, no engine light.
Were you in the car?
Yeah, I was driving. It wasn't like really bad. It just
Okay.
was like I thought I hit something, and then it was like, oh, it's not moving anymore.
I was
Okay.
expecting like explosion.
No, same. I was like, oh my god, there's no way that actually.
Thankfully, no casualties, just sadness because now I'm strapped with payments. But thankfully, my mom helped me sign off, so my monthly payment is not that bad. But I did take out a loan.
Mom
When
has
you
good
guys do
credit.
have like extra
You
money,
take off
what
a
do you
loan.
usually spend it on?
There's no such
When
thing as
if you
extra
had a
money.
loan.
I don't have.
I'm irresponsible.
I wasn't born in the U.S. I was born in Spain. My
What's
mother's
wrong with being
Bolivian,
her
and we
mom?
came here when I was 3. And
Not
so,
with the
being a
bank.
first-generation immigrant, my mother never saved anything for college. She didn't have the extra money to do that. Long story, but she got into another relationship, abusive one. And so, as a result, I moved out on my own. No savings. I just moved out with 1 month's worth of rent. So far, it's been good. And so, I'm not in any debt. I've been trying to stay out of it. I have credit cards, yes, but I make sure I pay them on time.
How did you have money for a down payment on an apartment, or how did that setup look?
So
His
the
apartment is
company I got my first
1,500.
apartment with, I lived with 4 other guys, and my mother also helped me put the down payment. It was just $1,000. I was like, you know what? She can help me
But
with
I
that.
still don't
And then
think
I
you
had
can,
roughly a little bit more than 1,000. So I was like, I have 1 month's worth of rent, and I luckily got my swim instructing
His mom
job
stayed
before I
with
moved to LA.
Somebody
I'm
in a
not in
relationship.
debt. I save my money from my
they
job
have
and
different
then
money?
door dashing, and
then if
I
she
do
had
get
the
money from
money,
CASA.
Same here.
Probably would've left.
When I went to community college, I
And
pretty
you
much
wouldn't.
lived off of the financial aid, waiting
Yeah,
for
your
the
car.
financial aid from UCLA. And I am in debt for my car and my almost maxed out credit card. So I think I'm in like $18,000.
Wait, you said you did get financial aid?
$1,000.
We can niece.
And that was putting your father on there? On the
No,
first one?
no, I don't live with my dad. He doesn't
I don't
give
think
us
he
anything.
did.
So it was just my mom.
But he gave you that car?
Yeah, when he got his new car.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I'm in about $20,000 of debt from school, so I'm a little cooked. But he said like my 2 biggest sellers were a mirror and a cat toy, and I was like, that's kind of insane. Like,
Sure.
I feel like you're making money somewhere else.
If any of those are the millionaires,
Suspicious.
I would assume
She
that
didn't
the
ask too many
millionaire probably
questions, and she
doesn't
seemed kind of uneasy.
have to work,
Fishy, fishy.
but they
This is
wouldn't
so
be
hard.
dead. 18,000.
I mean, I kind of figured I was going to be voted out. He upgraded, he got a new car, and he gave me his old one. And that was pretty much it. It wasn't really anything special. I didn't know how else to like frame that in a way that didn't make me like seem rich.
I feel like I kind of want to like attack you two. I feel like
Me?
these two.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think you seem a little bit stylish. I mean, that's a compliment. But
Thank
like
you.
have like teeth gems, like a little watch.
Yeah,
It's giving
she's
that.
Amazon.
Yeah.
My friend did
Like the
these. We
rings.
bought this kit, but
Kit online. You just glued it to your mouth.
yeah, it's like this like dentist glue. I think it's a little iffy. It tasted so bad.
Like veneer talk.
Can I see your nails?
Yeah, of course.
You can be dazzled
I
with your own.
I did get
gonna
them
show
done.
bad boys
I
first.
did. I start school soon, so I was like, I
recent.
really want to. Yes, I literally yesterday. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
She was like
Freak
kind of
out,
talking
real.
with her hands, so I could see the nails. She had nice nails on. They were like newly done, and not even just the nails, like even her tooth gems and her style. It didn't give me broke at all.
So
Wait,
I'm
Faith,
like,
I have a
Yes.
quick question for you if you don't mind. So you said you live with your family. Do you still live in the same home that you grew up in?
We actually grew up in LA, so that's where we used to live, Northridge. And we moved to Mission Viejo when I was like 11.
So, and you said my dogs. So do you not
Yes.
consider them your family's dogs?
No, because I got them when I moved out to Nevada. I was like intent on getting a bunch of rescues, even though I had no right to do that with my money.
3 dogs
Yeah.
is expensive.
You work part time?
Yes, now I work part time. I used to work full time.
So your
But-
family doesn't pay for the dogs at all?
They help me out, which is really nice, but it's ultimately not their responsibility, so no, they do not help me with the dogs. That's why it's like all my money is going to me or them and gas. That's it.
I would like to ask you one question.
Yeah.
What school did you say you go to?
San Jose State.
San Jose State?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you pay for tuition?
The tuition for every, sorry, oh my God, I'm like, I don't know why I'm frustrated. He scared me. The way he like looked at me and was just so serious and was like, you're that mole. And I was like, no, please stop. I was so scared. For every semester, it's a little over 9,000. So like 9,150.
And you're in your final year?
Yes, correct. I'm going into my senior year. I literally started.
And how much debt did you say you were in?
I'm not in any debt.
So over the course of these 3 years, you've roughly paid $27,000 in tuition payments already?
Do you have a calculator?
That was crazy.
You said 9,000 a year for 3 years, 27,000?
No, sorry, 9,000 a semester, so it's more than that.
Oh, so it's 18,000.
Yeah, and I've
for the
been
whole-
working, I've been saving money, I do DoorDash, and my parents do help me a little
He gonna
bit.
figure this out.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
And you get financial aid, you said?
Yes, from FAFSA, yes.
How much financial aid do you get?
Because
8,000 a
he's
year,
trying to
which
distract
is
from the
so
fact that
So out of the,
you may be the
okay.
millionaire.
She mentioned the tuition, and I really wanted to get people with the numbers. I feel like the numbers, I mean, if you're a broke college student, the numbers are killing you. And so I knew people had to know their numbers, how much they're paying and everything. And so when she mentioned she was paying however much for tuition, you know, however much she was saving, how much she was making, I could really wanted to question her on that.
I was fumbling. I was like, what college do I go to? Like, I was genuinely scared.
Do you know how much like our classes cost?
I don't, just because I have a scholarship that
What do you
pays
guys
for it for
think?
me, so I don't really. And I'm community college, so
Who
it's
is
cheap.
the millionaire?
So they just pay
Yeah,
for me.
my classes are like $70.
Classes are what?
The millionaire
$70.
college.
Each class?
Yeah, like over the summer I took art and medical terminology.
I go to Santa Monica College, and I pay $45 per unit. So a 3-unit class is, you know, over $120 sometimes. And right now I'm going to be taking 4 classes. And so even though it's going to be getting covered by Cal Grant, so 70. You said how it's.
It was 70. It was a summer class though, so it's just the 8-week classes. So I guess those were cheaper, but the book was like $140.
Well, I took 2 summer classes last summer, and the total was like $280 something.
That's pretty cheap. That's pretty
Maybe
cheap.
it depends on the area. I mean, I don't know.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of
I've
like
no-
one class being like $70.
Yeah.
I mean, it was art class. I don't think.
But didn't you
like
say a
the fact that
medical
he
one too?
knows.
Yeah, medical
It
terminology.
doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter.
All his
Art classes
numbers
aren't cheaper than
means that
medical
he's
classes.
Counting his
You
dollars.
know, they're the same.
He don't got it like that.
I don't know, man.
think he's a millionaire. What
This
about
is
you?
my first
So
year back from 5
Do you get
years off.
financial aid?
I don't know. I don't qualify for it
I see.
because I live at home.
And those 5 years off you spent in Nevada, right?
Okay.
2
She don't
years I spent in
qualify
Nevada.
for it.
And those are 3 years.
She said it
So when you're filling the financial aid form, what do you have to
Well,
put?
she was raised
Like
in
But I
general
don't have
information.
financial aid.
6-bedroom.
I don't have.
But you still have to. You still have to fill out the FAFSA form every single year, regardless.
My mom helps me,
They do,
so
yeah.
like I don't remember ever filling out a financial aid form because I just knew I'm not going to qualify.
I
She
see.
knows I'm not going to qualify,
didn't.
so we don't even bother with it.
I did this year for my next semester.
For your
but
FAFSA?
I think you're supposed to do it every single
supposed to do
year.
it every
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had no
Maybe I
idea.
did then.
Oh man, if you haven't heard anything. Okay, so your mom filled it out for you.
Ah.
Are taxes still on your to-do list?
Girl.
Get them done for you. We'll match you with the right tax expert for your needs.
Yes, my mom helps me a lot.
So you have 3 dogs. Your parents had a 6-bedroom home.
I'm feeling the heat now.
Right.
Immediately when Alejandro started to like go at her really hard, I was like, okay, it's either that he really wants to win this game or he's just trying to deflect the suspicion off of him.
When did you come to California?
I came to school
Is he the
so
millionaire?
3 years ago.
Or he
You moved on
figured
your own?
it out?
Yeah, I moved on my own.
What y'all think?
I see.
Definitely giving law. Wants to be in law.
You kind of answered your parents do not help you. If your parents do help you, how, like, what do they do for work? If it's just your mom, if it's just like.
My mom works at a high school. She's a clerk
nice.
at
Yeah,
the
my
high
mom
school I
too.
went to.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom does insurance and my dad does taxes or something. I don't know. Talk to him.
My mom is a yoga instructor and my dad does like yard work.
doesn't talk
Does any of
to
your
your
families
dad.
ever go on vacation where?
Yeah,
Rapid fire.
Mexico,
They
small
do
town
not
that my family's
qualify.
from. That's it.
We went to the
might be
Bahamas
the
when I was like
millionaire.
10. I definitely kind of was like, should I start lying? Because when they asked, especially about like the family vacation, I was like, I do come from a pretty wealthy family. I would say comfortable.
We mostly visit my brother because he's in New York.
My mom is like very into like camping,
Obviously.
Tahoe. We go to Tahoe a lot. So.
I want to try camping, but I'm scared of
It's
dirt.
It's honestly not bad.
Where do you
The rock-
vacation?
Oh yeah.
I don't really go on vacation. I go to the beach. I go to Santa Monica Beach. I go to like, I
The
don't,
beach is the best.
yeah, I like the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not the millionaire. He says he doesn't go on vacation. What do you guys?
Alejandro started
You're a
telling himself too
millionaire?
much or
Will you go on
trying to get
vacation?
someone
You
else
spend
out
some
other
money
than
on
himself.
vacation? I think he would.
The nails were looking too fly.
Faith gave off like childhood wealth, and I was like suspicious.
Well, the whole point is like being truthful because I am broke, but like, you know, my answers kind of were suspicious.
Please
Yeah,
raise your
I agree.
hand if you want to continue.
She's not the
playing
millionaire.
game.
Well, hold on. She could be the millionaire. That's why they eliminated her.
If the lights turn green, that means you have
So,
voted out
if
the
you're
mole
just
and you
tuning
win.
in, what's
If the
happening
lights
is
turn
we're
red,
guessing
that means
who
the mole
is
is
the
still in the
millionaire.
box
These are all
and you
colleges.
lose.
You're listening to all the details and guessing which one is actually the millionaire. All the ones left should not be the millionaire. All the ones eliminated
way.
should be the millionaire.
It's this guy.
No, it's her. It's definitely her.
Okay.
Definitely
You're
you.
the one who's questioning everyone.
Will our secret millionaire please step forward and reveal yourselves in 3, 2, 1. No way!
knew
Oh
it.
my god.
I'm so sorry.
Really?
I was devastated, I'm not gonna lie. I fully like looked at her throughout like the last round and I was like, oh, I trust everybody here with my life.
The bedazzle
The emotions
girl.
running through my head is,
The
I'm so
bedazzle
sad.
her too.
I had a really large suspicion just because I was so confident in the other two that I was like, okay, it had to
I
be
didn't
her.
guess
And she played it off really
I
well.
didn't
Did
guess
anyone
it.
think it was
Did
me?
you?
Damn, all right.
I don't know if that's a matter. Good point. She didn't get that from Amazon?
No, it actually is from Amazon. Yeah, I'm very smart with my money, so I own a business, so I'm always investing my money back into it. So I started out as a model and an actor, and then I started my YouTube channel when I was 10. I did that until I was 17. I have over 1 million followers on there. And when I was 13, I launched my own beauty and skincare brand. I just launched a community to help teen girls.
Oh, cool.
I'm very passionate. This is also self-funded, so I put the money from my
Dazzle
YouTube channel from
Tutorial
acting
is
into this
amazing.
business and launched it back in December of 2017. So it's not like I'm just like rolling around with like, you know, 3 Lambos and like a huge mansion. And
But you
for life.
fooled us, though. You fooled us. You really
I went into it with like I had an idea in my head of like what I was gonna do, and like I really had to do my digging. I like researched so much. I always knew that college was expensive. I didn't understand how expensive it was and how many people are truly in debt because of it.
There's a lot of resources out there and people should do the due diligence, just talk to your counselors.
It's a great system, it is, but there are a few situations where it's a bit broken and it can be revised. And so, yeah.
I won. This is my little case of money. I honestly probably will not be keeping this for myself, but I'm really grateful that I got to be a part of this. Thank you so much for watching. Not me doing an outro at the same time. Okay.
That's a
At
YouTube
Granger,
content
we have over
creator,
1
y'all.
million products, including the
So
ones that help.
I think this is completely cool, only because I can't even remember anything about her standing out to make me think she was the millionaire. Did you guys think that she was the millionaire? I'm glad she is. And then guess what she said she was a millionaire doing? YouTube and then a beauty line. Multiple streams of income, y'all. Multiple streams of income. All right, so if this is your first time visiting the channel, I'm glad that you joined me. Hopefully you'll come back for some more Who's the Millionaire content or any other things that we do have here. We generally talk about home ownership, building multiple streams of income, contracting, and repair. Take care. She got me. I had no idea.